What's up, guys? Today's video we are going to be installing the real truck back rolling tonneau cover for a 2025 Toyota Tundra. Here is the part number, and let's open this box up together. All right. Looks like we got both the rails packaged up pretty good, right? This goes on the end, on the right hand side. Spare parts, it says on the end, I guess. Goes in the cap. All the hardware. And then the cover itself. I think that's all that comes inside the package. Comes with the instructions. This is to mount the rails to the bed. These are the straps whenever it's rolled up. These are the straps holding it in place while you drive. Some foam tape. Some more gasket material. It's the other side. These are, looking at the instructions, that these actually, you get to reuse the rail that's already a part of your bed. So this bolts to the rail itself, and then that rail gets bolted to this. So I thought that was pretty cool. And more gasket material. All right, let me get situated, get some tools out, and then let's get started. All right, first thing you gotta do, like I said, if you have this rail right here, you have to take it off, and you're gonna reuse the hardware. There you go. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You have to reuse the hardware. All right, once you get the bed rails off, right, you save your hardware. It's Torx bit that you gotta use to get them off. And then they give you these foam pieces, right, for gasket. And you're supposed to put it right over here, because the bed goes right here and then it goes up. So this right here is a leak point. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this foam, and I believe it's like this orientation right there to stop it from the water from coming in. And then you take this one right here, and then you're gonna push it right into here to stop the water from coming in through here. If you're really worried about water getting in, I mean, you could use some silicone, right? It's not gonna be perfect, but you could use silicone if you want their bed to be bone dry. All right, now that you got your foam, both sides ready to go, you take the rail. Obviously this is the left side for passenger, all right? And then you're gonna take these clips and you're gonna just slide it in through the back, and they're going to get bolted up reusing the hardware to the original holes, and it's just gonna get pushed all the way to the back right over here. In the instructions, it does state that there's a difference between without electrical or with the electrical, but all the clamps are the same. I think the instructions wasn't updated, so it doesn't matter. All the clamps are exactly the same. Take the rail, you're gonna just put it on the bed, bring it all the way back, and then you start lining the holes. So once you get it mounted up and you get it resting on the forward part of the bed, it says to just leave them nice and loose so you can do your final adjustments when the cover goes on. You can see these bottom holes. They give you hardware so you could mount your rail just like this. If yours didn't come with the rails, then you have to skip this step. So let's get this rail on. Well, actually, these, if yours comes with the rails, you're gonna have to slide this into the rail first. So pop this cap off. Slide it in. Just slide it in nice and loose, just snug it up a little bit. Put the cap on and start mounting this up. All right, now that you got your bed rail mounted up, everything's nice and snug, you gotta take this gasket material and then you're gonna have to put it in all the way towards the end. To that end, I would use some rubbing alcohol inside here and then just wipe down the surface so it gets some good adhesion. But then after that, I mean, that's when you get the cover down there and then you put it on and it's gonna get mounted to right over here. There's some adjustments with this hardware that they give you right here. So you're gonna mount it up right over here and then you're gonna see if it's square on both sides. Make sure that it's closed nice and snug. So yeah. All right, so now that you got your cover on it, just unravel it. That's obviously the back end, but on this side, right, there's two channels right here, sorry, where you're gonna take, you're gonna slide in it's a tight fit. There you go. As you can see, right, that's got to line up perfectly with that. So what you're gonna do is just slide that right into there, and then you're gonna make your adjustments with, you know, this gasket material, right? You're just gonna pull it in, and then it says to use the rubber washer, this regular washer, and then this. But once you get it into place, you're gonna have to go crawling underneath the bed, underneath the cover, and then tighten everything up. All right, so you can see this gasket material right here. Make sure it's on the top, right? It's inside the channel right now. It's not bolted down. Right now I got it rolled up, so take your rubber washer, then your regular washer, and start spinning it on. All right, now that you got those on, you know, obviously follow it on the other end as well, and then you're gonna have to start doing adjustments with this door, making sure that it opens and closes without binding and locking correctly. All right, inside the bed, gotta snug those up on both ends. Okay. Yeah, also tighten this one up. I believe it's 14 mil. And then I'll show you some things that you gotta look for whenever it's aligned correct. All right, so one thing to note whenever you're doing the alignment, right? You gotta make sure that this part goes into the groove right over here. Okay, it has to go fit inside this groove. It says that you're supposed to have about 1/8 of an inch on each side. All right, when this goes all the way back and then you lock it in place, you take these straps right here, loosen it up just like that, and tighten it. And then you're supposed to put some foam over here to make sure it's not going to touch your window, but I don't think it should get that far with this truck because it should stop it. But the foam that you would use is these guys right over here. You'd probably go like right here. You could still put it on, one on each side, so you don't crack your windshield. But yeah, whenever you disconnect it, twist it, throw that part in. Once you get to the end, you gotta make sure that this piece right here has to be inside and this part latches down. As you can see right here as well. Lock that side. That side's locked. For some reason, this part is not lining up. You can see there's a hump on the other side. But I'm gonna wait for this thing to settle out in the sun. And then hopefully it corrects itself. This material, it says to use a blow dryer to get it down, but you know, with the heat, it'll just naturally fall down. So this is what everybody wants to see if it closes with the electronic button right over here. Let's see. Yeah, looks pretty good. I mean, can it go in a little bit more? No. Sealed up pretty good right over here across the top. Will water get in between here? Most likely. It's not going to be 100% waterproof, but I mean, you could do the, if you want to put a gasket right over here, some gasket material, you can, but I think that'll look ugly. But I think it came out pretty good. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are doing this yourself, I wouldn't pay a shop to do this. This is pretty simple to do. You know, without filming, I probably could have got it done within an hour and a half, but with filming, you know, it took me a couple of hours. So Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Please, just if you have any comments, shoot a comment down. I'll answer your questions. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.